Juan Carlos Ferrero's new and unexpected challenge after his split with Carlos Alcaraz. The year 2025 ended with unexpected news for the world of sport. Carlos Alcaraz and his coach, Juan Carlos Ferrero, went their separate ways and stopped forming that formidable duo after having achieved no fewer than 26 titles, 6 of them Grand Slams. However, the coach has a new professional project on his hands for 2026. I will work alongside Angel Ayora, a young golfer with great potential. The man who stood by Alcaraz's side for 7 years is feeling very excited, as he has made clear on his social media. Together we will focus on the mental aspect of performance and professional development. He has emphasized that, although this is a new professional project in which he is deeply involved, his passion for tennis will never fade. Tennis is my life and I will continue giving my best at the academy and on the circuit. Nevertheless, the coach is delighted to be able to contribute his experience and support Angel's growth, because he is also passionate about golf, as it is an individual sport in which the mental side plays a key role. This is an interest he shares not only with his young golfer Angel, but also with the player with whom he closed a professional chapter last year. Let us remember that during his holidays at the end of 2025, Carlos Alcaraz Carlitos, as he likes to be called, spent most of his time on golf courses. The end of his stage with Carlitos. It is very difficult for me to write this post. After more than 7 years together, Juanqui and I have decided to put an end to our stage together as coach and player. Thank you for turning childhood dreams into realities. We started this journey when I was barely a kid, and throughout all this time you have accompanied me on an incredible journey, on and off the court. And I have enjoyed every step with you immensely, Alcaraz wrote in a message that took everyone by surprise. The former world number one, after his victory over Jannik Sinner at the US Open in early September, brought an era to a close. Saying goodbye is never easy, especially when there are so many shared experiences behind it, his former coach replied. Later on, Ferrero shed some more light on the reasons why their paths diverged. There were certain things we didn't agree on, and more specifically, everything points to the fact that they failed to reach an agreement when it came to renewing his contract. One pulls one way and the others pull another, as he told Marca. He also added that the ending could have been reversible if they had sat down for one last conversation to sort out their differences, but, as the new golf coach stated, in the end, we didn't sit down and we decided not to continue. Carlos Alcaraz confirms an open secret about his staff after splitting with Juan Carlos Ferrero. His brother Alvaro gains responsibility. Carlos Alcaraz confirmed during his press conference after the third round of the Australian Open that his brother Alvaro has taken on greater importance within the working group that accompanies him at tournaments. He knows a great deal about tennis and has a way of seeing things that contributes a lot both to Samu, Lopez, and to me, he said this Friday, following the split with Juan Carlos Ferrero. The evolution of Carlos Alcaraz's team, which has always been used to having fixed figures, has been gradual but constant in recent years. But among all the regular members of his entourage, one name has always stood out, that of his brother Alvaro, who was also a tennis player in his day and who provides support that the man from Murcia has stressed as being fundamental. My brother is a very important person in my personal and professional life. He brings me many positive things that I need to perform better on the court. Now he is going to take on a bit more prominence alongside Samu, Lopez. Carlitos emphasized about the entourage that now includes his only coach, following the departure of Juan Carlos Ferrero confirmed last December. I am very happy that things have turned out this way, that he is very present in the box, even more involved, and the truth is that he is contributing very positive things, he concluded about Alvaro. Djokovic's eye-catching message to Alcaraz about his serve, "You have to pay me, you know?" Both players are progressing smoothly round after round at the Australian Open. After his latest match, the player from Murcia recalled Noel and a curious anecdote the two shared before the start of the year. One of the most significant changes Carlos Alcaraz has introduced to his game looking ahead to 2026 is his serve. Without a doubt, it is one of the most striking aspects of his tennis, something that did not take long to catch the attention of Novak Djokovic, who joked a few days ago about asking him for royalties due to its similarity to his own. Last Thursday, the Mercian followed up on the joke after his third-round match. In the early hours of Sunday, after his match against Tommy Paul, Alcaraz spoke about it again. Carlos revealed a great moment with the Serbian before the start of the season. "It was funny because I was in preseason and I didn't realize that my motion was actually very similar to Noel's serve." He then commented on the most striking part of the story. "I just woke up one day, checked my phone and had a message from Djokovic saying, 'All right, you have to pay me, you know?' for the serve. Before the season starts." That's how the player from El Palmar recounted the curious conversation he had with the Serbian a few weeks ago regarding his new serving style. An anecdote that Alcaraz finds fun to share with other players and that once again shows the great relationship the veteran has with immersion. Despite their good vibes, they could end up being rivals on court if they continue advancing through the rounds. They would meet in a hypothetical final, although for that to happen, Noel would have to get past Jannik Sinner, or whoever beats him. A scenario that seems somewhat more likely than a few weeks ago given the high level Djokovic is showing in this first Grand Slam of the year. Djokovic asked for money, Alcaraz responds. Carlos Alcaraz became the first player to reach the quarterfinals of the men's draw at the 2026 Australian Open. He played a superb match to defeat American Tommy Paul 7-6, 6, 6-4 and 7-5 in 2 hours 45. He awaits, on Tuesday, either Australian Alex de Minaur or Kazakh Alexander Bublik. The world number one enjoyed a very complete match, in which he raised his level while also knowing how to be patient in building the victory. He will have a third chance to get past quarterfinals that tripped him up in 2024 against German Alexander Zverev and in 2025 against Serbian Novak Djokovic. With the latter he maintains a healthy, verbal sparring over the variations the Spaniard has introduced into his serve. Videos of his preseason work, compared with Noel's service motion, revealed the similarity, the copy. Djokovic, sarcastic, sent Alcaraz a message asking for copyright. I hope he rewards me for every ace he hits in the tournament, that he gives me a share of his earnings, the Serbian said in Melbourne. Alcaraz replied with the same humor. One day I woke up, looked at my phone and saw his message saying I had to pay him. I've got the contract signed to give it to him as soon as I see him here in Melbourne, he said on court. More seriously in the technical analysis, the Spaniard acknowledged that yes, you can see certain similarities, it's obvious. I've always liked his serve, his easy motion. Making changes I felt comfortable, but I didn't copy his serve, which doesn't mean I haven't taken inspiration, Alcaraz said. He insisted that it is a shot I'm still working on. I'm increasing my percentage, but I have to keep looking for things, in every match, in every practice. I'm feeling comfortable, but that doesn't mean there isn't a lot left to improve. Djokovic gets serious about Carlos Alcaraz and Sinner. It's not that I'm going match by match, it's that. The most decorated player in tennis history, who is chasing his 25th major in Melbourne, says he feels very good physically. Without playing the round of 16 after Jakub Mensik withdrew from the Australian Open with an abdominal injury, Novak Djokovic gained a rest day that could give him that extra plus to spring a surprise in Melbourne. In the quarterfinals he will face Lorenzo Musetti, who defeated American Taylor Fritz in straight sets. And at 38 years old, Noel claims to be in his best form in recent years. I feel very good, especially physically. I'm probably in the best shape I've been in for a long time, he said in statements published by Punto de Break. Not playing since the ATP 250 in Athens and withdrawing from Adelaide has helped him arrive in better condition for the first Grand Slam of the year. I expected it, especially if I take into account the time I had to rest and prepare for this Grand Slam. The pieces have fallen into place naturally, he explained. It's not that I'm going match by match, it's that I'm going day by day. I wake up, see how I feel, decide whether to train or not, and organize myself based on my schedule. It won't be the first or the last time it's like this, he added about his new approach. In recent times it has been said that Djokovic's biggest handicap when facing Carlos Alcaraz and Jannik Sinner in a 5-set match is his physical condition, so watch out for the Serbian in Australia. With his 25th major firmly in his sights, he is sure to be a major threat.